Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chris. It's your boy Chris. It's another amazing episode of Financiation. This channel is all about making money. It's all about saving money. It's all about building generational wealth. It's all about financially emancipating yourself from generational poverty. On this channel, everybody, I give you a six-figure MBA level worth of investing and financial knowledge for free here on YouTube. And the things that people typically spend hundreds of thousands of dollars learning in grad school, I give it to you for free here on Financiation. Before I get started, I also want to give a shout out to Kilica Solutions. They're one of my sponsors. If you need digital marketing, website development, or someone to essentially edit your YouTube videos, they're the best in the business. I'm meeting all of your digital needs. Please hit the notification button so you know when I drop new content. I recently received a question, everybody, from one of my subscribers, and I want to go ahead and read it to you all, okay? Hello, Chris. I saw one of your live podcasts a few weeks ago, and I've been hooked to your channel, and I've been watching your content ever since. I'm a 60-year-old white guy from Nebraska, and I have a question for you. You talk a lot about retirement accounts, 401ks, and retiring with a lot of money. I wish I made six figures, and I wish I could relate to having a large retirement account, but I can't. I made a lot of mistakes when I was a young man. I lost all of my family and friends because of it. I turned my life around in my late 30s, and I've been clean and sober now for those 20 years. Unfortunately, I only make $42,000 a year, and I only have $45,000 savings in my 401k. I thought I should at least reach out to you to see what I should do. I rent. I don't own a house or any property. I've been clean for 20 years, and I've been a janitor for the last 2 decades, which is where my salary comes from. I live very frugally. My rent is less than $1,100 a month. My groceries and internet is under $200 a month. I buy a new laptop and a new camera every 5 years, and I only shop at thrift stores for my clothes, and my car is paid off. The one guilty pleasure of mine is that I own a membership to LA Fitness, and I love to lift weights and work out and lift weights 5 times a week. In my younger days, I was a pretty good high school athlete, and despite all the mistakes I've made in my life, I've always lifted weights and worked out. And still to this day, people compliment me for being in such good shape. But I am terrified, Chris, because I am 6 years old with only $42,000 in my 401k, and I'm terrified I'm going to be one of those 66-year-olds you talk about, you mentioned in your podcast, that goes homeless a year or two after they're forced to retire. What advice can you provide to someone like me, Chris, who is struggling financially, but also who wants to retire with dignity and respect? Man, I'm just looking for hope. Signed, Dustin from Nebraska. Wow. Well, first off, Dustin, I'm going to tell you this, man. Congratulations on being sober for 20 years and being clean for 20 years. I have family members that kind of struggle with certain addictions and things like that who never beat it, and I have other family members who did. So first and foremost, man, congratulations for getting your life in order and for getting clean. The first bit of advice I'm going to give you is this, Dustin. Your body is your number one tool when it comes to building wealth. So continue to maintain it. Keep lifting weights. Keep getting your annual checkups from the doctors, and keep going to the gym, okay? And keep drinking lots of water and staying in shape, okay? The next bit of advice I'm going to give you is you should look into starting a business, Dustin, and possibly look into becoming a personal trainer or taking the janitorial thing that you do and starting a business with that. If you decide to go the personal trainer route, look at NASM, look at ACE, look at ISSA, and things of that nature. I was a personal trainer for a lot of years, and I had an ACE certification. Additionally, I also got some Muay Thai and martial arts certifications because I could teach at pretty much any school in the country that I wanted to teach in. But NASM for places like LA Fitness, Equinox, Total Valley Solar Fitness, that kind of stuff, NASM, NASM is probably the best certification you can get. Secondly, if you have been a janitor for the last 20 years, you're extremely good at what you do, and you might want to consider starting your own janitorial service company. Go to LegalZoom.com, get your EIN number, start a business. And so that's the next bit of advice I'll give you. Start a business, okay? Because entrepreneurship in America is king. Entrepreneurs, they get paid first, and then they pay the taxes, whereas everyone else who's a W-2 employee, they get taxed first, and then they get to pay their bills. Being a business owner, it allows you to invest a lot more into your retirement account. So looking to being a business owner as well, Dustin. The next bit of advice I'm going to give you is to figure out ways to increase your income. Right now, you said you were 60 years old and you only make $42,000 a year. I guarantee even in Nebraska, you didn't say what city you live in, but even in Nebraska, there are other janitorial companies and services. And some of them may try to bump you up. Instead of making $42,000 a year, they may give you a managerial position and pay you $52,000 a year. So look into increasing your income. The next bit of advice I'm going to give you is this. Make sure you're working for an employer that has a 401k match. Even if you're working for a company that does not have a 401k match, if you find one that does, my advice is to leave immediately and go to the company that does match the 401k, because if it matches your 401k, Dustin, every penny you put into it up to a certain amount, they're going to match it. Next bit of advice, Dustin, I want to give you as well is that for your investments and everything, look into index fund investing. You didn't really say exactly how you are investing into your 401k, but if you are not investing into the index funds, my advice is to do that because it's going to match the market. And if you match the market, you are almost 100% guaranteed to make more money than if you are individually investing in yourself or you're basically paying some financial planner to invest your money for you. Index funds, they have a proven track record of nearly 50 years of averaging about between 10 to 12% over the last 50 years. They also have very low expense ratios. In English, that means you get a very good return for your money, Dustin, if you invest in index funds. And on top of that, you don't lose a lot of money either when it comes to fees and commissions and taxes, okay? Another bit of advice, Dustin, I'll give you is this. You said you are a 60-year-old guy and you only have $42,000, into your 401k. Well, and you're terrified to retire in 5 years at 65. Well, Dustin, you are in that age where you probably are still going to be getting Social Security. Full disclosure, when Social Security was started in the 1930s by FDR, 20 people invested into every one person that got Social Security. So it was a 20-to-1 ratio. Today, for every one person that gets Social Security, only 2 people are paying into it. So I'm almost 100% certain that for millennials and Gen Zers, people like me, Social Security won't be around for us, but it will, Dustin, be around for you. So as a result, because you live relatively frugally, if I'm looking at your budget right now, you live relatively frugally, the amount of money that you live off of, your Social Security checks may actually cover it when you actually get to that point, and may cover your basic living needs. So I want you to go to Dustin and go to www.ssa.gov and ask what your Social Security statements are going to be when you decide to retire 5 years from now. Okay. And the last bit of advice, Dustin, I'm going to give you is this. Okay. You don't actually have to retire at 65. That's one of the misnomers, okay? Brother, you said you are an extremely healthy person. You said you're in good shape. You said that you still get compliments essentially on people that no one can pretty much guess your age. That to me means yet you're a very healthy 60-year-old. And if that's the case, Dustin, there's no reason actually to retire at 65 unless if you want to. You can work to 75. You can work to 80. I don't typically advise people to do that just because to me there's more to life than working. But if you are scared of retirement, Dustin, at 65, a lot of Americans today are working into their 70s. And if you actually like what you do, you said you're a janitor, if you actually enjoy what you do and you don't mind it and you find a passion into something else, it may not be a bad idea, Dustin, to kind of stretch, instead of retiring at 65, to retire at 75. So that's just kind of things that you can do. But yeah, though, just to answer that question, yeah, that's kind of what I would advise you to do, man. A lot of people are honestly terrified in America today about retirement because they're looking at what their lifestyle is. They're looking about how much money they have in their 401k or their Roth IRAs and things like that. And they know for a fact that, yeah, they're going to be homeless in 2 or 3 years after they retire. And they have no plan. My advice to you, Dustin, is that first off, thank you for watching my content. But my advice to you is to do everything that I said in this podcast, but also to just keep in mind that you actually are in a better place because you're actually trying to figure it out right now about what to actually do and how to retire with dignity and with respect. So good luck, okay, man. Good luck, and definitely cool for staying sober. Okay, that's pretty dope. Before I leave this podcast, Dustin and everyone else who's listening, I want you to check out my podcast, How a Man Can Level Up. Okay, because in that one I talk a lot more about other things that individuals can do. And a person in that particular podcast asked me a question as well that's kind of similar to yours, Dustin. But he was a much younger man, but I think he was in a worse place than you are. So keep your head up, man. Good luck with that. And a lot of Americans right now are heading to retirement and don't have a clue or a plan. Dustin, you have a clue and you have a plan. I'm also giving you a roadmap. So good luck, okay? Good luck. This channel, everybody, is all about making money. It's all about saving money. It's all about building generational wealth. And it's all about financially emancipating yourself from generational poverty. You can book a one-on-one session with me at any point. The link is below. I am not giving you financial advice on this channel. You must make responsible decisions based on the thorough, independent research that you do for yourself. Okay? And thanks for listening, everybody. Please check out my website, www.therealfinanciation.com. Check out my Instagram, _financiation. Check out my Spotify financiation. TikTok is financiation. My Facebook page is financiation. Check out my financial blog as well, financiation. Okay. And also check us on my digital, my e-products below as well. Hit the notification button. Please like, please comment, please share, please subscribe, and please hit the notification button. Thank you, Killer Solutions, for all these dope graphics. And keep your head up, Dustin, okay? You're in a better place than you realize, okay? So keep your head up. Take it easy, everybody. It's your boy, Chris. I'm out. Peace. Peace.